Okay, so this is the first time I've tried this video thing. This place is a mess. I tell you, it's real embarrassing. I got pieces all over the place. I've been terrorizing this place. But at any rate, here's the way, basically the way I started. You know, they had all those jigs about how to make a trammel point and all that. That's fine. This cheap old thing came with my router, with my Bosch router here, and I just put it on a slow speed, about 2, which is about 14,000 RPM. And it seemed to do fine. You know, I mean, you got to put your hand on it, hold it down while you're going around, but it worked all right. And this is the bottom where it seats on. I've already drilled the holes and whatnot. Oh, let me see if I can do this. I'm going to mount it all the way around. I use melamine. I had it laying around, 3/4 melamine. So I did that. Here's the top. I made it totally round, and you're going to see in a minute why I did that. So there we go. Right there is the base part. And over here, I made this jig. I went and bought a piece of 1/4-inch vinyl it's about 5.5 inches, almost 5 3/4 inches from Home Depot. It was flat stock. It's got like a texture to it, and it's smooth on the inside though. And I took it and I put it around here, and with the band clamp, 2 band clamps, one at the top and one at the bottom. I don't have any pictures of this. I got a picture of it in the oven, and I put it in the oven on warm for about 30 minutes, and I took it out and left it cool, and I got myself a perfectly shaped curved piece of 1/4-inch plastic. It's even cool. It's got wood grain on it, and here I've got it, going to fit it down into the groove, and I'll explain to you why I made this a circle. Let me put this thing on pause and get the rest of the pieces. Okay, so here's the base that goes on the can, and the top, which is a full circle. I figured, now why would you not continue the circle? You want a tornadic action, so go with it. So I took the pipe, and I've got the pipe. Now, you know, you've got to be a little clever to do this. I rough cut it so that I could scribe this ellipse on the side here. And this pipe fits right in here. Whoop, let me stop this for a minute. There you go. That pipe fits right in there, and you can see from the inside, I've got a continuous, I don't have it fastened yet, but I've got a continuous movement of the air all the way around here. And we're going to see how this is going to work. I think it's going to work excellent. I think, you know, you're concentrating that whole flow with no obstruction in that circular motion. Then the lid goes on. Now I got a hole in the middle where I used it to cut the circles on my bandsaw. I'm going to put some 3/16 rod through here with threaded rod and with a cap nut on the top and the bottom to hold it together. I'll be able to get it apart any time to change anything. If I feel that this grooving here needs extended, which I don't think it does, I'm at the 270 degrees, it should work out. Real easy, cheap. I mean, this was $15. I had the melamine laying around. I went to the trouble of edging it. I had some edge banding laying in the rack on the shelf here. This PVC, I had it laying around, so I hadn't basically spent any money yet. $15. And over here, this is all scrap I had laying around. I made this jig, and I've used this quite a bit actually so far. Even just when I was banding it, it's a little bit smaller. It's the size of this plastic, this form. So, you know, I used it when I was banding. Bandsaw, you know, I just do what I normally do. I've got this little stanchion underneath here. You can see that. I bolt that on there when I'm going to do a circle, and I take whatever length plywood. I could do 6-8 foot circle if I wanted to, and I just square it up, a line, and put a hole in the middle, and there you go. And if you don't want to put a hole in the middle, you can come up to the bottom if you don't want to go all the way through. When I do a tabletop or something, I don't want to go all the way through, so I'll do it up from the bottom. And there you go, and you just spin it around, and it does real good. I don't know how, this place is a mess. I don't know how it's going to come out with got no clue how it's going to come out as far as wear and tear. I think this hard vinyl piece. It's real hard. I've got a piece here. I think it's going to work really well as far as noise goes. I don't know how the light is in here, but there you got that. You can see, and it's got a couple grooves in the back, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. I think it's going to help the density of the melamine, along with this. I think with sound, it's really going to help. I don't know how the melamine's going to wear as far as the chips go on it, but it won't really matter because it'll just go down to the MDF if it wears it off. This hard plastic, vinyl, whatever it is, it's like a vinyl. I guess it's vinyl. It's not like plastic. It's vinyl. I think that's going to sustain just fine. I don't think it'll get too beat up. I figure down the road, if it does, I can go ahead and line this with metal, sheet metal, line this inside, and that'll solve that problem. So I've got something to start with and work with really well. When I did this pipe, you know, I got the pipe, I stuck the pipe all the way in there, and then I scribed around it. And I did that on the bandsaw. We'll go over here. This is really, I've never done this video thing, so you got to bear with me on it. You know, I did that on the bandsaw. I got this line on the top of this piece here. Let's see it. That's my upright, and I got a decent eye, so I just went ahead and real slow went around there and cut that curve, and touched up with a little bit of hand sandpaper. Got it fitting real well. So that's pretty much what we're looking at right now. I incorporated some ideas. You know, I saw one fellow use these outside to clamp it together. I thought, that's great. You can get it apart easy. You know, somebody else said they continue. I didn't see it, but they said they continue this circle all the way around. I didn't know really what they meant, but it got me to thinking, well, why not continue it all the way around? And this, I'm going to just get it lined up and get it in there. It fits pretty tight. And put a screw flush in here, and put a little block on the bottom, and put a screw through the bottom, and screw it into this base here. And it's going to be sort of hanging out a little bit. This is a female end of a pipe. It flares out. So, you know, I just be able to plug whatever I'm using. Now, I went to 4-inch. I had 4-inch in my other shop, but it just went outside. I didn't have any collector. I just had a big heap of sawdust outside. But I'm thinking that, you know, it's a lot smaller place. I'm pretty much retired, so I brought some of my machines with me. I got, you know, some of my smaller stuff. I got rid of my big bandsaw and my 16-inch radial, my Extracto, and you know, I brought some of my favorite little things, and got rid of my big belt sander and, you know, a lot of other stuff. But this little shop here, it's going to do me just good. And once I get it cleaned up, I'm still setting it up, but I needed to get this thing done so I can at least do something. So we're all good. Here's a little input while I got you on the video. This is my clamp rack. I've had this thing for 10 years. It's oak and uprights are cherry, and it's on casters. I just roll it around wherever I want to go in the shop, you know, and you know, you just hang them up there and clamp my Jorgensen's on top. But you know, it works real good for the smaller clamps. You know, the bigger clamps I gotta hang up, but you know, these are 3-footers, and it works pretty good. Got a little bit of a storage space underneath to keep stuff on, and it's great because you can roll it to where you're working, and if you're working all around, I've got this very messy work table right now, but if you're working all around the table, you can roll it around. So it really works. That's a cool thing. Anyway, back to the dust collector. When I get a little bit further along, get it all glued up and put together, I'm going to do a little test on it and see what it goes. The idea is to put this canister, the drum, and the can, which I've got on wheels, so I can wheel it out to empty it easy. Got the wheel base for it. Is to put it up against the wall, basically where the drill press is there. Where is it? There it is. I move the drill press and put it in that hole, and on the other side of there I've got a shed, and I'm going to put my turbine out there and see if I can't cut down on the noise. I think it'll make it really quiet in here. And along with I picked up some information too, if you're worried about noise, on somebody that did an actual muffler on the outside of the turbine, and it's a cylinder with fiberglass and hardware cloth holding the fiberglass in place, and I could see it's just like a real muffler on a car. I could see where that could quiet the sign. I've got neighbors here, so I've got to try to get it down. I'm going to pipe that out after the muffler and just let it go outside, and whatever dust there is, which is going to be minimal, I'm sure will be gone by the time it gets to the end. So that's it for now. That's part one. I'll give you part two. Sorry if I talk too much. I'm not real good at this stuff, so just trying to give you some input, and a little bit different when everybody else is done. You know, new ideas are always good. I routed, let me take this apart real quick to show you here. I routed a little edge here, about a 1/4 inch deep, for this to snap into. This stuff's a little bit more than a 1/4, I mean barely. It's about, yeah, maybe 30 seconds more. I had to do 2 passes, but it snaps in there real nice, locks down in, and once I get the top on, I've got the same groove on that top there. I put it up on top here and put the fasteners on there, and I'm good to go. But right now, I'm going to concentrate on getting this thing glued in. I'm going to try to figure out how to, I'm going to have to do it and then put the top on, I guess, because I can't get down in there. So that's it for now. Till next time. This is Fusky Man. Now that's short. I was short my old screen name for DeFusky. Put a D-A-U, like a dog A-U, in front of that. DeFusky. And that was where I had my shop before. There's an old website on there. DeFuskyWoodworks.com, if you want to look it up and see what kind of stuff I've done. It's just Fusky Man is my nickname. So take care. Have a great day. I'll get back with you.